Okay, Vinland Saga Chapter 141 to 145. War in the Baltic, Part 17. Oh, and this is I thought for a second it was Thorfinn, but yeah, this is Balder, the grandson of Loki. And kind of feel bad that he's in the middle of all of this. I guess in the middle of a war where he has really no interest in being a part of. I guess with being becoming like the leader, but because of Loki's, I guess, ambitions, is yeah, he's even dragging along his grandchild. Oh, Thorkel, you are adult buffoon. Man, I love to see his reaction. I guess he feels pretty much cornered now, and I wonder what he'll do as a last resort. He showed no interest in negotiation. His only purpose here is to fight. Very well. We attempted peace. We have our excuse to King Canute. I stand at the ready, Thorkel. At the end of the day, your corpse will lie outside the impregnable walls of Jomsborg. Jomsborg. 2, 3. Oh man, how's it looking, Gudri? Not budging the tiniest bit. Damn, the beams are too solid. We've got to keep trying. This is our chance now that the guards are gone. We must escape on our own. Thorfinn will be coming here to rescue us. We can't let that happen. Yeah, I get the concept, but there's just no way to budge this stuff. Here, I can use my belt to fastener to try to pick the lock. Futile as it may be. And the thing is, these cages are meant for Vikings, so it must have been built pretty tough, and they're just ordinary commoner folks or something. Say, why aren't you there? I guess it's not probably for Vikings, but I guess it's for slaves as well. But yeah, it looks much tougher than I guess than the compared. I guess you compare it to other prisons as well. No way to budge this stuff. Say, why aren't there any lookouts here anyway? Your guess is as good as mine. Huh. Can't see what I'm touching. Clink clank. I sent the guards away. Oh, Balder. Oh, a little boy. Are you all relatives of Thorfinn? The key, yes, sir. Huh? What? I am a relative of Thorfinn's too. I'm his cousin. My name is Balder. I'm so sorry for this. It's all my fault. Thorfinn's cousin. Please change into these clothes. The servants will go into the cell instead. That you will buy some time. That will buy you some time. You're setting us free, but why? Because I'm the reason this war is happening. Please help me. The guards will be coming back soon. Let's hurry. First, we'll go to my bedchamber. Damn, that's nice of Balder. And that, I guess he's not unaware. I guess he's around probably the same age when Thorfinn was I guess maybe a little bit older when Thorfinn came along with Thor's. So I think he might have a little bit of understanding what's going on with what Floki is trying to accomplish. Ooh, man, they kinda skip over the details of how the fight went by. But yeah, I think yeah. Oh damn. Yeah, this reminds me of the fight between Thorfinn and Thorkel. That even though Thorfinn is like doing some damage to Thorkel, it wouldn't be enough, especially with how big and how tough of his body is. But I guess I was expecting a little bit more, especially that um Garm has a spear compared to a knife. But I guess it would only also work if he's able to hit Thorkel with it, which I think would be, I guess, much harder. much difficult compared to a knife, because it. I guess the thing with him, with piercing, using his piercing technique, I guess that might be effective, but I guess maybe Torkel would be able to at least guard that in some way. But I guess he's able to injure Torkel, but it doesn't seem like lethal damage at all. It's like the same kind of wounds that Thorfinn made gave him, like scar, just small cuts. And the only major damage Thorfinn has really dealt to Thorkel was his eye, and it's because Askeladd assisted Thorfinn during that fight. And Thorfinn almost died on that fight when Thorkel sent him flying upwards in the sky. But yeah, I guess it's somewhat a similar situation with Garm. An even fight, you can't be serious. Those little slippery guys are the one he has the toughest time against. You've got skill. I'm enjoying this, Garm. This is awesome, Thorkel. You really are the greatest warrior in the world. Yeah. Man, I kind of wanted to see it happen from, I guess, from the beginning. But I guess they kind of skipped that part, and or right in the, I guess, in the middle of the battle. Whoa. And the thing is, yeah, Thorkel is also, I guess if you compare it to a normal Viking, he's also pretty quick. But I assume Garm is much quicker, and also Thorfinn. Whoa, they're so fast. Ooh, yo, on your feet, boss, huh? They're quite alike, actually. Almost makes you wonder if Garm is some bastard of Thorkel's. It's a draw. Congratulations, you fought yourselves to a draw, you fools. What are you? There's no such thing as a draw, you clown. You are the clown. Why are you wasting your strength on the opening entertainment? If you continue on like this, both of you are going to suffer wounds you'll never recover from. Is that what you want, boss? If you're giving up on sacking Jomsborg, I won't stop you. Oh crap, I had an arrangement with Thorfinn after this. I was having so much fun I forgot. In recognition of your valor, boy, we will let you go. Be gone. Thorkel, thanks. That was really fun. Oh, what? Today was a draw. Let's do this again. Yeah, I knew it. That I guess I was surprised with the outcome. It's more like a draw. I guess yeah, Thorkel's assistant kinda sees that eventually it might lead to Thorkel killing Garm, or Garm might be able to deal a lethal blow to Thorkel. But yeah, I guess it's ended quite positive with how I guess, because I was a little worried that Gar might have ended up, and he might be able to do a lucky blow or something. But yeah, Garm is very satisfied with the fight. But I don't think Thorkel is. I guess Thorkel wants like a fight to the death. Today was a draw. Let's do this again. And the next time we fight, finish the job and kill me. Ah, that was fun. There's nothing better than two men trying to kill each other. Nothing could possibly be better than a fight to the death. Man. Yeah, he might really be like Thorkel's long lost son or something. But I guess if he's Thorkel's son, he should be a little bit bigger as well. War in the Baltic. Part 18. Ooh, a catapult. Or is that a trebuchet or a catapult? I guess a trebuchet would have like vertical things at upward here. I think this is more like a catapult. Well, I expect is it about for me. Hey, slow down, pops. What's with the lack of enthusiasm? Ain't too complicated. I'll be 45 this year. Can't keep up like I used to. I've got a grandson now. Once I make enough from this battle to buy him some sweets, I'll retire and live with my son and his family. I guess there are some Vikings who are considering. I guess the old ones are considering Like, that might have been tired of this kind of way of life. So maybe those, I don't know. I guess we'll see how this will unfold. Because I guess Thorfinn's goal is very far from becoming a chieftain, even though it might help his goals. I guess it's the last thing he would want to be a part of his vision or his of his goal. Oh, and this boulder's going to hit this old man. Come on, don't say that, Pops. I thought you were gonna die fighting and end up in the glory of Valhalla. Here it comes, they're hurling stones. Yeah, that's true. I could do that, but a grandson's a wonderful thing. If you live to be my age, you'll see how I feel. Yeah, I knew it. Oh man, poor old man. Sheesh. Ah, man, Pops. Boom. Charge. All men provide support for the ram. Oh no, they've started fighting. We need to hurry. I'll explain as we go. Good read. This sucks. It's hard. It's so hard to walk in a skirt. Deal with it, Leif. Oh, they'll. Gar might encounter might see them along the way, and because they're the only bargaining chip that think that Garm will be able to force Thorfinn to fight him, and if they get away, he won't have that. So I think they might encounter Garm along the way. Yo, stray arrows are flying this way. Jomsborg is surrounded by two different armies. It's a battle over who will lead the Joms Vikings in the future. The attackers are those who are unhappy with the idea of me becoming the next chieftain. You'd be the chieftain, but you're just a boy, Balder. Yes, it's true. It was grandfather's idea, but I can't be a leader. So, what should we do then? You're defying Floki to set us free, a dangerous act. I assume you're expecting something in return. I am hoping that you can speak sense to Thorfinn somehow to stop this war. Ooh. What? If anyone is fit to be the chieftain, it's Thorfinn. Even I agree with that. I just need time to convince my grandfather of this. With 2 years, even 1 year might be enough for us to arrange a peaceful transfer of the claim. If you could let Thorfinn know, I would appreciate it. Oh, wait. Whoa. War, chieftain. You've got something very wrong here. Thorfinn's not going to be the leader of the Yoms Viking, and he's absolutely not going to war. Do you think the forces outside are under Thorfinn's command? It's not true? Of course it's not. That's absolutely wrong. Not a chance in the world. But that was what the envoy from the attacking forces asserted. Our chief Thorfinn is the rightful ruler of Jomsborg. That's a lie. Whoever that was is lying. It can't be true. Calm down, Einar. Once we escape this place, we can ascertain the fact of the matter. Balder, we have not seen Thorfinn in some time, so I can't be certain, but your information may not be correct. As Einar says this does not describe the Thorfinn we know at all. If Thorfinn has no role to play in this war, we may not be able to help you with what you want. I want you to understand that. Very well, I understand. No matter the outcome, I'm doing this because I think it's best for you to escape from Jomsborg. Thank you. Whether Thorfinn's involved or not, we'll try our best to make her feelings known to those who are attacking. Let's hurry. First, we ought to get out of here. But how? It doesn't seem like we would be able to exit the gate at this time. Don't worry, there's a secret way. It's a well. This is your shortcut? It's a very old one. Nobody knows when it was first built. It might even be older than this fortress. It's not fed by a reservoir. Underground passage water intake well. Odzivna River. It draws its water from the Zwina. So it's the Zwina River. Zwina, maybe silent D. Zeuna River that runs right beside us. So we can use that. Oh, it silent Z, Diuna. But anyway, so we can use that passageway to the intake to get outside the walls. Earlier, when the water level was low, the well dried up. That was when I noticed the tunnel. Only I and a few of the servants know about this. A hidden tunnel. This is an enormous. Oh, this might be where Thor's escape. How Thor was able to escape. Because I remember when Thorkel caught him, and was it Olga Helga, Thorfinn's mother, escaping. I think this might be the similar place. A hidden tunnel. This is an enormous secret of Jomsborg. Are you sure you should have told us about this? I don't mind. If necessary, we can just fill it in again. If you ask me, it looks like the well's pretty full. I don't see any tunnels in the side. So we'll have to go under. Oh man, I hope I can hold my breath. I can hold my breath that long. I'll go first. I can see if there's a way through. But man, the arrows are flying though. I hope no one gets caught up with the arrows. Flaming arrows, we need water. Oh, we need water. Bring buckets and ladders. It'll do. The hole's fairly large. We can make it. I'll go next. Be well, Balder. Please take care, Leif. Listen, Balder. Why don't you come with us, huh? When something awful, something you really truly must get away from, I think it's okay to run away sometimes. Yeah, because I don't think Floki will win, and I don't think they will spare him alive. Some might call you a coward or irresponsible, and you might disappoint people you truly care about. But even still, you should come ride on our boat. We're on a voyage from one end of the world to the other. Are you familiar with Miklagard? That's where we're going. Run away. I never even thought of that. Just get up and run away from Jomsborg. Hurry, my lord. There are soldiers coming this eek. There should be a ladder in this courtyard. Hey, maid, bring buckets now. Ah, good, there's a well here. Lord Balder, what are you doing here among the servants' quarters? And you don't have any guards with you. Come back to your chambers. You two women, watch over Lord Balder. Oh, been caught. War in the Baltic. Come back to your chambers with you, Lord Balder. The arrows can reach here. It is dangerous. Don't mind me. Please go back to your station. I was only going on a little walk. I'll head back. I'll head right back. She's not coming down. What's taking her so long? Hey, hoy, Gudrid. Quit wasting time. You'll miss the escape route. Where did that voice come from? Voice, I didn't hear anything, did you? No, I'm sure I did. A man's voice and very close. Maybe it was just the roaring of the battle. I'm sorry, that was me. I farted a very manly and vocal fart. No, I heard the words loud and clear. It said something about an escape route. You know, that's the funny thing. Everyone tells me my farts sound like someone talking. Get it? It was an escape route. Are you a spy? Of course not. Why? I'm just Lord Balder's lowly maid servant. Oh, you needed water drawn. Please allow me. That's the maid servant's job after all. Watch out, jackass. Whoopsie, it's so hard not to pass gas. My Tom's done a number on me today. By the way, Mr. Soldier, it seems dangerous out there today. A great big war, is it? There's a soldier up there. Just go, move it. But move, woman. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, man. Leif, I hope you. Ah, man. There you are. What's the matter, Mr. Soldier? Why'd you throw the spear down there? That's a perfectly good bucket gun to waste. Gee, I hope that didn't cause any damage. Just get away free, Leif and Einar. On the other hand, what's gonna happen to me now? Seems bad. Go, go, go. Climb the hill. Put pressure on every length of wall. Right, no, right. There, now drop it. Heave. Ooh, oh, damn. Oh, good. Ha ha ha. Serves you right, Torkas goons. Aha, look at that. That's him, alright. Oi, Eric, the lefty, look up here. What, you know him? And he's so melancholy. I guess he's happy about it. That they're meeting at the opposite sides of the war. What, you know him? That's my brother who ran away from home. So he's with Thorkel. Lefty, that one there, you mean Eric? Damn, he can't hear me. Oi, brother! Stop that, we're in the midst of battle. I saw a man I know earlier too. There's no helping that. What? There. Once he sees this ring, he'll know I'm here. Stop it, you daft bugger. They'll think you're communicating with the enemy. And loose. Oops. T. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. And it's yeah. And they seems like he's pretty calm about it as well. Man. Oops, wahaha, what an idiot. Tahaha. Oh well, he was on the other team. Ah, man. Here comes another log. You've just gotta time your jump over it. Fine, I'll do it. Here it comes. 2, 3, 2, 1. Jump. Oh, Thorkel is here. Boss. It's Thorkel. He stopped the log. Bring all the rest we've got. She's going to throw that log back. It's his specialty. Ooh, but that's a lot. Oh, damn. Boss, are you all right? Don't stop now. Climb. I suspect they've sold out their entire stock of logs for this stunt. Focus our numbers right here. Ooh, oil. What are they doing? Is that oil? No, wait. No, it's not that. Stop. Oh, yeah. That did it. We toppled Thorkel. I think you just made him mad. Boss. Damn, they've already begun. So that's Jomsborg. So Thorfinn caught up now. Hey, healed bug eyes. Let me off somewhere on the coast, then hide the ship and wait. I'm going ahead on my own from here. I'll rescue Leif, Gudrid, and Einar and then return. I'm going to. I have to monitor you. Stop making me repeat this. But man, I don't know, Healed. You're a hunter though. Even though you're a hunter, this is war though. This is much different. It's like open field. I guess she might be able to survive. I guess she also have a pretty very high sense of I guess of her surroundings, but I don't know. This is more like chaotic kind of environment, and I think Thorfinn is used to this, but I'm not sure if she is. Let me be clear, Thorfinn. I do not buy your excuse of it's a war, so I have no choice. My balls will always be trained on your heart. Remember that at all times. I know. Oh, good. Leif is safe. I was worried for a second there. But yeah. You left Gudrid behind inside the fortress? I'm sorry, there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do. What can we do? We'll need to get back inside. No, not that either. Man, this might also be very dangerous. How will they be able to get away from this? They might have discovered that there's a tunnel through the well. So what's our option? To abandon her? Fortunately, she's with Balder. I think our only choice is to leave her with him, but for now... Oh, the log! Oh... Is that the log or something else? Yep. You've got to survive this first. The arrows are coming from both sides. Yeah. I know it's too late to talk about this, but why did we try to escape in the middle of a battle? Good point, but actually, this might be the best chance we get. This kind of chaos is what will allow us to get out without attracting any... Leif! Oh, no! Oh, man, this is what I'm worried. Man, that's right at his back, and he's pretty old now. Oh, man, no, not Leif. Leif, are you okay? Can you stand? I'm fine. I'll have to tend to you later. Just hold on for now. We'll cross the moat. I'll be damned. This must be hell on earth. Hey, you there carrying the other fellow. Come up. Oh, Sigurd! Come up quick before they pick you off. A chain. Thank you. You saved us. No thanks needed. Carry the wounded to the rear. It's you, Sigurd. Lord Thurkel is injured. Yes, he was badly burned and taken behind the line. By the gods. But we're only at the start. This is bad skill. Oh well, he's the kind of man who demands to be at the front line no matter the arguments against it. Well, I'll need to see him and determine his condition. I'll head over to Thorkel's base. Move it. Get off me, you whistles. A burn scar doesn't count as an injury. His hair. No, you don't understand. You're in really bad condition. How can his sense of pain be so dull? Bring me my axe. Stop him. Stop the Shut up. Get out of me. What? Who's here? It's him, the boss relative. He's right over there. Hail, Thorkel. Oh, Thorfinn. Hey, what's all this? Now, you ready to fight? You picked the right time. We've only just started. What in the world happened to your hair? Is that some kind of joke? Thorfinn, where have you been? I was looking all over for you. My hair. What about my woe? What's going on up there? Thorfinn, Sigurd, what in the hell is going on here? Oh, I guess this would motivate. Oh man, this would motivate Sigurd to to be able to go inside, and once he learns that Gudri is inside, and I guess the good thing is that Leif and Einar will be able to tell Thorfinn about Balder as well, with his desire to stop the war. There's a lot of it's like constant yelling at Thorfinn. Thorfinn, you're supposed to protect her. Look, we got to bust open that gate first. I guess it's Sigurd, it's Thorkel, it's one of the Jomsvikings. It's Einar, it's Leif. Man, I'm worried for Leif. I hope it's nothing lethal. Come on, Thorfinn, let's fight side by side. Good. This is definitely Thorkel. Look, we gotta bust open that gate first, and it's real sturdy mother. Oh, is this? I guess this is also Thorkel, and this Thorfinn. You were supposed to protect her, so this is definitely Sigurd. Gudrid trap back in there by yourself. Give us orders, Thorfinn. Now that Captain Van is dead, you are yeah. This is the Joms Vikings that is, I guess, following Van. I'm sorry, Thorfinn. This is all my fault, and this is probably a Leif. Listen to me, Thorfinn. Where are Bug Eyes and Carly? Are they safe? So this is probably Einar. Whoa, wait. One at a time. Everyone, quiet. I'll hear you out in order. Leif, Einar, you're all. Wait, what did you just say, Sigurd? Do you mind? Go ahead. It's Gudrid, I said. Gudrid is still held in prisoner inside of there. It's true, I'm sorry, Thorfinn. We made it out, but left her in there. How are you going to fix this? Give me back my wife. I see. Alright, don't worry. I'll solve this. Ooh. What will Thorfinn do? In 2017, a DNA test run on the body found in a Viking's warrior's grave in Sweden found that it was a female. Ooh, they knew she was a warrior because there was a sword and bow placed in the grave with the body. The idea that she could have been a warrior in life was quite a shock to me. A look at history generally suggests that no matter where you go on the globe, it's the men who wield violence and the women who suffer on account of it. Roughly speaking, history is a chronicle of wars, and wars are basically when a bunch of hot-headed men get together and blow off steam. I feel awful for the women of the world. The problem is men idolize power. They want to solve everything through strength. They become obsessed with winning and losing and killing. Maybe it's just the increase in physical stamina that makes them act that way. So what kind of person was the woman in the Swedish warrior's grave? Did she ever kill anyone with that sword? Was she in fact a warrior? If so, did she want to be one? Or was there some set of circumstances that forced her to pick up the sword? It's fascinating to me. There's no way for me to know how she felt about any of this. All I can do is pray that she wasn't simply a victim to man's history of power. Ooh. Interview with Makoto Ikamura. Clear Q. Ooh. I was a laid back. What kind of child were I? I was a laid back kid who took a very, very long time to come to a decision. I'd be late to dinner because I was thinking about something or other. Once, while I was alternately touching the right and left eyes of a snail, I became aware that night had fallen. I wonder why my group of friends were always in such a hurry. I would focus on something and lose the ability to tell if time was passing quickly or slowly. When did you first encounter manga? I was 5 years old and the manga was Akira. Oh, Dr. Slump. Akira Toriyama's Dr. Slump. I remember thinking that the cover art was cool when I was little. I used to think that the cover art and the story inside were drawn by different people. But I watched the Dr. Slump anime before I read the manga. Later, someone told me that there was a manga that the anime was based on, and I found that weekly magazine where it was serialized. In the beginning, I was dubious. I didn't see why there needed to be both a manga and an anime. Like why do the same thing twice? However, after I saw them both, it made sense because each had its own idiosyncrasies. Did your parents say anything to you about reading manga? No, they never said anything. They came from a generation who said reading manga made you an idiot. But they didn't say anything. They didn't say anything when I told them that at 16 that I wanted to draw manga either. Was there anything that your parents, siblings, or people around you would say to you often? There certainly must have been various things, but I don't remember because I was probably concentrating on something else at the time and didn't hear them. However, one thing I do remember is that being told to watch out for cars. Like at the very least, try not to die. Nevertheless, really did get into I really did get into a traffic accident once on my way to the park to play with my friends. I ran out into the street and got hit on the side by a sedan. I rode over the top of the car, the hood, windshield, top rear window, and then the truck. Strangely, I wasn't seriously injured and played in the park afterwards. Man, he could have like had internal bleeding or something. Actually, there was also another incident. My sister and I were riding together in the car. It was just the two of us, and as we were going down a hill, a car suddenly appeared and we hit its side. I was sitting in the back seat and was launched forward like a catapult. My sister was so surprised she called out, "Mako, you're flying." Strangely, I wasn't injured at that time either, and we decided not to tell our mother. Did your way of thinking change after the incident? I think that if it did change, I wasn't conscious of it. Despite being a near-death experience, it was a miracle I wasn't injured. My mother getting angry at me afterwards was more frightening. In terms of my way of thinking, I'm a little different. Like something of in me is lacking. It's often the case that for some reason, I don't fully comprehend a conversation even if I'm really trying to concentrate on what the other person is saying. What's the reason? If I'm honest about it, it's because I'll start thinking about something else, even if it's just for a moment. Did you also have trouble paying attention during class at school? Yeah, especially classes that didn't interest me. I continue to have this problem in high school where I'd often be sitting in class and before I realize it, the bell would ring. However, my notebook would have stuff drawn in it manga. Didn't teachers or friends say anything? In high school, I didn't have much of a social life, so nobody said anything. I went to reasonably academic school, DQ, there's no Chuo University and Suginami High School, and my peers studied quite hard. The feeling that I was so different from most of the people around me had a big effect on me. I didn't fit in. I lived my own world. Did student life give you anxiety? Anxiety was the only thing I really felt. In a way, is in school a microcosm of for society. Despite it being a microcosm, there's this feeling of being left behind. That made me really anxious and sad. But as a result of suffering this way, I realized that society existed outside of this microcosm, a kind of society that I had never experienced inside the microcosm of school. Ooh, what part is this he's drawing? Yeah. What led you to have this epiphany? It occurred to me out of the blue one day when I was feeling totally devastated. I was 16 one autumn day after school. I thought to myself, I'll finish high school because if I don't, it will make my parents sad. But participating in a society reflected in this kind of microcosm will be impossible. It was just like that moment when a is filled to the brim with water, and suddenly the surface tension breaks and it overflows. However, thinking this made me feel better. Until that point, the ruler for determining success since the first year of high school had been getting good grades, getting into a good college, and then finding a job with a good company. This ruler contained within it a system of values for how one should live their life. I think it's pretty almost similar. I guess during this time, yeah, because I think it's the same thing with me as well, and I think almost every other students, almost every parents is it's the same advice to almost every student is get good grades, get the good college, and find a job with a good company. So when I decided that this was not the ruler I wanted to use to measure my own life, things became a lot easier for me. I used to get burnt out worrying so much about getting decent enough grades that would allow me to get into university. Like, please let me just graduate. Realizing that there was another way to live was a lifesaver. Of course, I think it made my parents nervous. In that era, there was still a deeply rooted notion that one's academic background was important and working for a good company made you a good person. Back then, this was like saying your child is the type of kid who won't find their way in the world. It was like throwing away the most important ruler and replacing it with a new ruler that was a little bent and covered with in this cipherable markings. And but the thing is, it's very difficult to go, I guess, the opposite way of the norm. And he's and I think that's one of the courageous things that I guess most of the manga artists has done because usually they start very young, even before I think some even before they reach high school or something. Because I think I'm not sure if it's the author of One Piece who started very young when he became a manga artist. But I guess he's pretty much a genius. What's his name? I forget his name. The author of One Piece. I think it other fields as well. But I guess for someone, I guess maybe you could say who doesn't have like extraordinary abilities. It's definitely pretty scary to go. Um, I guess to move against the norm of trying to find. I guess the biggest thing is you need to find something that you're definitely passionate about before eventually I guess focusing on that because I think during around this age even I myself I'm not sure what I would want what career I would like to pursue after high school. So yeah, I guess good thing is he was able to realize it. I guess at that young age. So yeah, I think that's one of the most important thing. And I think if you've discovered that at a very young age, I think that's where you could find like geniuses or I guess because maybe they are able to start younger, they are able to garner more experience or more passion and focus towards that field. So yeah, but usually it's always if you still haven't have an idea on what you really want to pursue, I guess it's also a good like safety net to pursue the usual, I guess the normal route of just getting good grades, being able to graduate, and then finding a good company, and then maybe eventually once you find where your passion is, and then I think that's maybe where you could be able to pursue that. And yeah, was there anyone from your high school days who had an influence on you? A teacher who taught classical literature. He was apparently a teacher with quite bizarre interpretations of the material. More than anything else, what left the greatest impression on me was when he used last time to talk about how wonderful Michael Ende was. A German writer of children's fiction introduced me to the never ending story. Once I knew about Michael Ende, he became an influence on me. It was the first book I knew of in which someone wrote a book because he had a sense of obligation and a goal in the relation to society and the world. I thought that someone who wrote a book because he felt that it was something he had to do was a rather beautiful thing to wish for. Between himself and Thorfinn Karlsefni, the protagonist of his Vinland Saga, is there anything that makes you hesitate when you draw your manuscripts? For characters, it's probably the hands. Hands take time to do well. The strength of a character's grip on a sword, for example, Male and female hands are hard to differentiate too. Hands are the most expressive part of a character after the face. After the face. I've heard that, but I think that's the first time I've heard of that. I guess from an artist perspective that the hands are the most expressive part of a character. Of course, the face will always be the most expressive part, but who would have thought it's next would be the hands? I've heard that you can tell a person's personality from their hands, so I always look at them. You can fake a facial expression, but your hands will show how hard you work or hard you don't if you show the character's life in their hands. I think I might have to focus a little bit more on the hands now because of this interview. When did you start paying attention to how you drew hands? Since I was young, but yeah, I think the hands. Yeah, I guess the hands really. I guess with Thorkel, I guess he has done a lot of moments with the hands. But it showcased some kind of emotion. I guess the grip of the hands, like clenching fists in some way. Yeah, that's really cool. And since I was young, but I still find it difficult now. When I look at the work of other manga artists, sometimes the faces are well drawn, but the hands are not. To put it bluntly, if I were to choose among artists, I would choose them by how they draw their hands. Is there anyone whose work your reference? I'm especially influenced by artists with high amounts of realism. When it comes to hands, you gotta be Katsuhiro Otomo. Ooh, I wonder who's Katsuhiro Otomo. It's not just his hands though, it's everything. Also, the young up and coming artists are all quite good. Their hands are pretty, but you can see the structure clearly as well. Any thoughts on these hands? Sigurd's hands in the manuscript. Ooh. Oh, this is this the moment when. Oh man, this is so cool. His hands are drawn fairly well. In Sigurd's case, despite the muscularity, his hands are not rough. That's because he has his underlings to do the tough work. In Thorfinn's case, he has many small cuts and there is more cracked and peeling skin. Damn. Are there any scenes in Vinland Saga strongly influenced by your own experience when Thorfinn is on his knees apologizing? The part where he says, "Please, I won't ask you to forgive me, but please allow me to live a bit longer. I've been drawing manga for 20 years. There's always a shadow of guilt that hangs over me. I'm sorry for being so selfish. So I feel I have to, at the very least, draw something that readers will love. I'm nothing without that." Thorfinn is a young Viking from medieval Europe. Since his teens, he's pillaged, fought in wars, and done many other terrible things. His feelings change as he grows, and he starts to feel guilt for his past actions. The ghost of those he killed appears in his dreams, and is ravaged by nightmares. I'm only here today because of the care of those around me. I am truly thankful. If anything about Thorfinn comes from experiences, it has to be this. In his current state, the protagonist has no right to convict anyone else. No matter what kind of scoundrel he met, Thorfinn will always feel that he has done something worse in the past. I think it's good this way. Damn. Did you know that from the beginning that Thorfinn would become the way he did? Yeah, the story began with the premise that the protagonist is fated to have done many terrible things. He goes from being the oppressor to being the oppressed, and in doing so he learns many things and becomes an adult. He then departs saying, "I will go to a new land beyond the sea and build a peaceful country that is the escape from the values that dominated European society." They do not feel that it is bad to wage war and plunder other countries, and right to make the weak into slaves and kill them if they need be. In the society of that time, such things were seen as good things. Thorfinn experiences and hates both, but he is powerless to change the system, so he decides to leave. There will be terrible bloodshed if he decides to change the world. So he leaves it to Canute, because Canute has the power and the shorter path. I am different, he says. I will live in a different way. When I put it into words, it seems like a lot of what I think is reflected in my work. From your childhood experience and your writing process, I get the feeling you are a perfectionist. I guess I'll just read this on my own. I think it's pretty long though. I guess it's I guess it's just a little bit. From your childhood experiences and your writing process, I get the feeling that you are a perfectionist who doesn't compromise when it comes to goals or ideals. So the people around you feel the same way. I think I am perfectionist. In the past, my seniors and teachers would say, if 100 points is amazing work and 0 points is nothing, it's easy to get 80 points. However, each point beyond that is incredibly difficult. Past 90, it's so rough that you'll start spitting blood, and nobody gets to 100. I don't know if by absolute standards, my work is at 80 points. But for my own standards, I care a lot about each of those 1 or 2 points beyond 80. I care so much that the others see the changes I make and say, he pushed back the deadline for this. Watch change. I've even rewritten an entire manuscript before. Damn. Is it really rough when you have to throw out a whole manuscript? It's sad to know that the work won't produce results, but the worst possible thing for me is to feel regret afterwards. If I can choose to suffer for a brief moment as I draw, then I'll do it. The regret afterwards stay around much longer. Are you happy about the reactions of your overseas readers? Yeah, it's encouraging to know they like my work, especially when I heard some of them were reading Vinland Saga side by side with the dictionary. I forgot which language they were translating from and into the Let me change the subject. Advice from adults to children. Do you think it's important to emphasize the importance of having dreams? Should we tell kids to have dreams and tell them their dreams will come true? I used to think dreams were just desires. However, I was good for nothing back then, so I think I was being resentful. At the very least, I don't think doing whatever you want to do is a beautiful thing. That's just you doing what you want to do. The truly beautiful things are helping others, volunteering, things like that. Finding a home for a stray dog or doing things that no other person wants to do. That's beautiful. This includes me, but to do what you want to do is simply selfishness. I received my role in society, but I couldn't carry it out. I wasn't a modest enough person for that. I said such things because I thought I would do what I wanted to do no matter what other people said to me. It's the same for everyone, I think. Those who do what they want and succeed are simply the ones who ended up with a place in society. It's a miracle after all. What some people want is to carry out meaningless terrorism, but it's the same thing. Both are dreams. If you could give an hour of advice to your younger self, what would you say? I'd say reflexively to be 3 times as careful of of oncoming traffic. More seriously, I'd say you're worried that you're unfair to others, but don't worry. I tell myself that there isn't only one ruler to measure yourself by. Humans come in all sorts. I'd say there's not a single number line that we all stand on. That's a nice interview. And I guess to be able to, I think my favorite part would be was must have been learning about his hands. I guess his uh his his priority. I guess it's also in expressing hands, which is a rare thing that I've heard. I think this is might have been the first time I've heard about. I guess how expressive the hands could be. Ooh, I think this might be. Oh no, this is spoiling too much. I guess it's bound to happen. Oh, who's this? I guess this is just a random warrior. War in the Baltic. Oh, oh man, you can see the scalp. I think. Yeah. Ooh, man. Stop fighting. Let go of me. Execution grounds inside Jomsborg fortress. I refuse to die this way. Give me a weapon, damn you. I demand a weapon, or where is your warrior's mercy? Give me a weapon to fight with. Hey, hey, Olaf. What? Where do you think the soul is? The head or the body? I guess the war kinda ended temporarily, and these are like probably prisoners. When they cut your head off, they try struggling your shoulders and opening your mouth. That way, we'll know where your soul is, by which one actually moves. How optimistic of you! Don't you understand? No one who's executed goes to Valhalla. If you don't die in the midst of battle with the weapon in hand, the Valkyries will not welcome your soul to the warrior's hall. Well, there are differences in opinion of how to gain entrance to Valhalla. Oh, why? Everything I've done, everything I've fought for, in the end, it was all for nothing. You really want to go to Valhalla so bad? Well, what about you then? You want to be an Einherjar? Don't you want to be an Einherjar? Don't you want to fight alongside Odin in the battle to end all battles? Ragnar, okay? And not just that, it's a feast every night. All you can eat and drink. All the Valkyries you could ever want to fuck. And I'll miss out on it. Is it just me, or does that sound like the life we've already led? It never ends. If the world's always gonna stay the same, we eventually get tired of it. Inside Torkel's camp. Uh, uh, You're all right now. We got the head out. Good thing. You were able to stop the arrow so your insides are safe. Yeah, I was kind of worried for a second back then. Because I think that him hitting at right at the back seems kinda lethal. Just kill me. His life isn't in danger. But we should keep him at rest until the wound can close. It hurts. Still, we ought to take him to the boat. Leif isn't going to heal in a carrion field like this. You're right, we'll borrow a wagon from Thorkel, although I was hoping not to owe him any favors. This Thorkel fellow, is he the one in charge? Yes, I am certainly not. They're trying to act like I'm their leader. It's all a bunch of nonsense. Let me see him. I have something to tell this Thorkel. What do you people never learn? You want to sue for peace again. Balder has a different view of things than Floki. He wants to hand over the chieftain's seat peacefully. But the thing is, Thorkel also doesn't want peace. Oh, and I'm supposed to listen to a child? There will be no peace. And I don't want to lead the Jons Vikings. One of ours is still being held hostage inside of that fortress. They could be killed at any time. Please help us stop the fighting. This friend of yours, are they rich, noble, a capable fighter? No, a commoner. Then I'd say their chances are slim. I mean, what's in it for me? Uh, Tell me this. You claim that you escaped from the fortress, during the battle. Oh no, they might take advantage of this. How did you do it? Yeah. I guess this could be their way of winning the war. But the thing is, I don't think Thorfinn wants the war to continue. All four gates are tightly shut. There's not a single hole in the defenses elsewhere. If there's a way in, we would have found it by now. So how did you get out? Is there a secret way into the fortress? It was a rope. We used a rope to get down. I don't know of any secret routes. Gudrid is inside of there. The question is, how do we get in? Yeah, I think he knows. Only the getting inside part. You're not worried about getting out. If you can get in, you can get out. Unfortunately, they have lookouts all along the wall, even at night. Siggy, we need some porridge for you. Why don't you try? Excuse me. Why don't you try working with Thorfinn? What absolute foolishness. Why would I work with the people who put me through this in the first place? He will taste my first feast soon enough, mark my words. On the other hand, I'll admit that learning he's a relative of Lord Thorkel makes it a tad more difficult to mess with him. There he is. Hey there, Spunky. Oh, they're going to use Sigurd. Spunky, hey, don't ignore me, little bastard. What? I'm Spunky? I think they're calling you Siggy. What can I do for you? Asked Geir. My name is Sigurd. I hear you're acquainted with Thorfinn. Well, in so many words, we're not really acquaintances as much as bitter rivals. Then you'd be the best one for this. I don't like how similar. It's kind of meta. I guess they are. They do. Best one for what? Listen closely, Spunky. I'm about to give you an exceedingly important mission. Yeah. Yeah. They're going to follow. I guess he just needs to find out where. Where are they? Where is the secret passage? On the bank of the river there, you see that little mooring dock for ships? Along the slope to the right of the dock, there's an underwater hole. Are you really going to do this, Thorfinn? You might not even find the hole in the water. With how dark it is, they'll spot me if it's light out. You stay here and take care of Leif Einar. If they filled in the well, I'll turn right back and come out. Don't look at me that way. I'll be fine. This will work. Yeah, I knew it. I was about to say, where's Hild? Einar, take my equipment and cloak. Hild, please protect Thorfinn and Gudrid. I'm only doing this so that I can keep an eye on Thorfinn. Look, they're going into the water. So the secret route must be underwater then. I'm going to lose sight of him. Someone take my stuff. What, you're going after him, Siggy? My special mission is to tail Thorfinn and determine if there is a secret entrance or not. Of course I am. I can't complete the mission unless I find out the truth. Besides, I have to be the one to save my bride. I won't let him hog all the glory. My greatest regret is that I wasn't able to reach Valhalla. It's that for all the fighting I did, none of it changed a single thing. It was just the same thing repeated again and again. Kill, steal, eat, drink, shit, fuck women. I fought to fight and live to live. It gets so tiring. If only there was something more than that. Oh man, too bad. Too bad you didn't meet Thorfinn. If only I could have, well, if only I could have used my life, not for pursuit of Valhalla, but something more beyond even that, something greater. But I don't know what that great thing might be. So I suppose that was never going to happen. Hey, Olaf. Um, oh, damn. Well, I forgot to look. Man. Yeah. But it's a good thing that there are some Vikings who's thinking that way. I guess, yeah, eventually some of them, not maybe not everyone, will eventually get tired of this kind of lifestyle. Because I don't know. I think you just love this if you're a psychopath in some way. Yeah, psychopaths will love this kind of lifestyle. And yeah, but I think eventually I guess you come to your senses that because I guess the sad thing about this is it's been ingrained to them ever since they were kids that this is the right thing to do. This is the norm of men. I guess in Denmark and as Vikings, this is how you should live your life. And yeah, which is the sad part is that I guess with him is that the moment he realized it that yeah it's pretty tiring. It's already too late. He's by the end of his by the last moment of his lives. And but the good thing is that at least someone is out there trying to give that opportunity, an option for maybe for other Vikings or other people who might have, I guess, might be looking for the same thing as, I guess, from the same thing that he might have been thinking. So like that grandfather who was crushed by the boulder. So yeah, and I guess which you could see a little bit of parallel with, I guess, somewhat comparison with Floki, that he could just live off happily with his grandson without even desiring for this Yom's Viking things. But I think yeah, but his greed to be able to attain that, I think he pursued that dream so long. He killed so many potential candidates, but he never became one. He never became a chieftain. So now that he's relying that on his grandson, which is kind of messed up. And I guess at the same time, it's not surprising, especially with how much how much messed up things he might have done during his past years as well. So yeah, this read-through has been another informative and I guess a really good. I guess the interview I really enjoyed the interview. I guess getting to know more about the author and I guess and also his thoughts with regards to Vinland Saga and I guess with Thorfinn as well. But yeah, so far this I guess the arc is I guess turning out to be something I never expected. I guess especially with the fight of of fight between, was it these chapters? I kind of forgot now. The fight between Thorkel and Garm. So where's Garm though? That's what I'm. Is Garm really just? Did Garm just really just? I guess he might have. Yeah, I don't think he would be coming back. No, no, he might come back. He might, because his main goal now is to face off with Thorfinn, and he would need the hostages to convince Thorfinn to fight him. I guess there's still Gudri. So he might go. He might really go went back. So yeah. And also yeah. I was worried for a second because I thought the secret passage will be something like they'll be able to get as far away as possible from the fighting. But they were right in the middle of the fighting, and Leif took an arrow. I was so worried for a second. And I guess he almost got killed by that spear from one of the Vikings. And I guess also we got to see a little bit more of Balder and his thoughts with regards to this war, with what's happening, and his desire to stop this war. And even though the sad thing is, even though he would want that to happen, and I think he also wants his father to. I think he will try to stop his grandfather. I don't know. I think he's pretty old enough. It would be really hard to convince him, but maybe it will. He might be eventually, but that's after this war ends. And I don't think Thorfinn will be able to convince Torkel to stop the fight. Because yeah, I think there's nothing stop. There's no stopping Torkel. And at the same time, Canute. This is also what Canute wants to happen. Um, yeah. So I guess if Thorfinn some way kind of interferes, and Floki survives, I don't think Floki will stop on trying to kill Thorfinn. So yeah, I think this Floki might die in this arc, and I just hope it's not going to be Thorfinn who's going to kill Floki, and I think it won't be because there's a lot of things that will be that will like I guess character wise, but it would be a big twist if he does kill Floki. Because especially with what's going on with Hild, going on with Balder, and I guess with Einar, there's a lot of things that will change if he does eventually fall to the same, and that's kind of pretty sad if he ended up being in that same path again, and it kind of defeats the purpose of his I guess if his oath at the same time. So yeah, I think he won't be the one who's going to kill Loki. Maybe it's going to be Thorkel. Guess we'll see. Maybe it's an unexpected death or somewhere or he might he be able to survive or run away or win this. I would be surprised if he won this war. So, but yeah, I guess we'll see. So that's pretty much it with this read through, and I guess I also love the part where we're seeing, I guess, the different perspectives of some of the warriors who are like considering, I guess, moving on from this kind of life, retiring from this Vikings way of life. So yeah, maybe eventually, that's what I was thinking, is that if eventually Thorfinn's become the chieftain of the Joms Vikings, maybe he could rally the ones who are considering retiring from this kind of life and looking for a different purpose in life, as a, I guess, not as a Viking, but something else, and a much more, I guess, much more beautiful or much more meaningful purpose rather than their their way of life. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about it. Any feedback or anything you'd like to share, or maybe things I missed in this read through or references. I would really appreciate that. If you did enjoy watching the read through, leave a like, subscribe for updates, and if you want to watch my read through in the next chapters, is available for early access. Just check out the link in the description down below. Also would like to thank my amazing patrons for supporting this channel. There we go. And yeah, thank you for watching, and see you on my next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.